communication. Communication. We seem to be speaking the same language oftentimes and saying 50 million different things. And after about a year or so of doing a group support community conversation, I realized that word association, I'm just giving you a tip. So when you say word association, what is that, Amuna? Word association is a practice that you can, if you're having a problem with your husband, your wife, your mother, your father, your children, it could be that there's a communication issue. It's just like if, I'm saying, if this message is not coming through, you're going to start checking the speakers. If you can't hear the sound, you're going to check the monitor. If you can't see the screen, it's the same kind of thing, but I don't think we go through those levels. We just get upset with the person, angry, curse, scream, do whatever people do. But check this out. You can do a little test. It's called word association, where it is that you throw a word out there, and then each individual gets to say what's the first thing that comes to your mind. And I can almost guarantee you that 9 times out of 10, the person has a different mental picture than you do. And so even though this word is what you have in common, I'm telling you it works. Just listen to me. Even though you have this word in common, the word is the trigger, but the mental picture that develops is based on the individual's life experience. Understand what I'm saying? And unless you are Siamese twins who have been joined at the hip your entire life, chances are you didn't experience the same thing. And instead of saying or expressing ourselves to say, no, this is what I am hearing you say, we get upset because we're arguing over our concept of what it is. Once again, let me repeat myself. Word association helps with bad communication. And so it's like you ask the person, I know it's hard, to trust me, I know it's hard. I'm recovering myself, so I'm in the process of this. But you ask for an explanation, and you're patient enough to hear that explanation. You also just say and be honest with yourself. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? So if I say something like, something simple, if I say something like mother, someone will think about their actual mother, or somebody might think about the characteristics that they think a mother's supposed to have, like caring, warmth, nurturing, these type of things. You may not have the same mental picture. Somebody's mother might have been off the chain. She might have been like the lady from No More Wire Hangers. You remember that? And then you say mother and they back off. It's the same thing as we grow and you say husband. You have a mental picture in your mind. When he doesn't fit that mental picture, you try to stuff him in the box. It's the same thing with wife. And so if we have these conversations already willing to admit that we're not vibing right now, you know what I'm saying? And I want you to express to me what you mean when you say. And that's just one of my tips. Soulonomics 101 for communication. It gets easier as you go along, but in the beginning, especially if someone wasn't patient with you as a child, especially if someone never practiced this with you, and usually they tell you to be quiet, go sit down, you don't know what you're talking about. If you had that kind of experience, this would be like totally alien to you. If you're not used to listening to other people talk. Look, if you feel agitated when other people are speaking and you're very impatient, you might want to check that out. Because this also stops the flow of the communication, because the person is receptive to that. And if they're shy, they're going to go back away. And if they're deliberate and they know that you can't stand the fact that you're talking to them right now, they might continue. So again, I'll be back for another one of my Soulonomics tips. I hope this helped as it relates to communication. Try that word association game. You might be surprised what you find. So until next time, my name is Imuni Israel. This is Soulonomics 101.